MandRproductions is known around the globe for his incredible mock building skills. While there's no photographic evidence, eyewitnesses say that when he was just 4, he built a Duplo tower taller than himself. In 2009, he uploaded a video titled Lego Star Wars Custom Clone Carrier Review. It has been viewed over 400 times and is known as one of the best mocks ever. Perhaps his best work came in about 2016 when he set out to build Camino. Many thought this to be impossible, but that didn't stop him. He constructed a mock so elegant it brings tears to my eyes. Oh my goodness. Now, MandRproductions is challenging itself like no one before him. Moctober. 1 man, 1 month, 1 mock. Battle of Naboo. Yalla, let's go.
Hey, what's up, studs, and welcome to Moctober. This is going to be a month-long series where I am building a mock, and that's it. It's going to end at the end of October. That's going to be it for the series. So if you guys didn't catch that in the intro, I'm going to be building Naboo in this series of Moctober. This is the first year I'm going to be doing this. I hope it goes well because I actually want to do this like every year. I think this would be really fun. And like I said, this year's mock is going to be Naboo. It's something kind of simple. I figured I would try to give myself something easier to do so that I could actually complete it versus something a little bit more difficult that I could maybe try next year instead of giving myself so much pressure this year. So a little bit more lax this year, but I think it's still going to be fun. I've already ordered some stuff for this mock, as well as I'm going to the Lego store on Monday, as well as I'm actually going to the Lego store today, the same day that this video is going up, Monday, October 1st, and I'll be getting parts for next week's episode, so that's going to be a ton of fun. I haven't exactly decided on the size of the mock yet. At first I was like, oh, I'll do 2x2 gray, but I'm actually thinking it's going to end up being 2x4 gray base plates. But I'm actually thinking it might end up being 2x4 gray base plates. I just think that's going to work a lot better for what I want to do here. Anyway, let me go ahead and give you a quick rundown of the structure of the series. It's going to be very similar to a lot of other mock building series, except again, it's only going to be this month. That's it. It's going to be 4 episodes every Monday. So today, October 1st, next Monday, I think October 8th, the Monday after that, and the Monday after that. And then Monday, October 29th is going to be the finale, which I think will probably just be a showcase. I don't think I'll be doing like anything like this. It won't be any building in that episode. It should just be a finale. The mock should be done by then is the plan. So hopefully we'll be able to get that done. But I'm very excited to start this. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and clear off that table. I'll go ahead and give you an idea of what we're working with space-wise, some of the parts I have. The main issue that I see for this mock is that I kind of have a couple different colors of green here. And I think I'm going to have to go with the darker green for Naboo. I just think that works better versus the lighter green. I also think this lighter green is going to be a little bit harder to come by. I did find these at the Lego store last time I went, but I think when I go today, I'm going to find, hopefully this is what I really want, is these dark green, or regular green, I should say. It's not dark green. 4x4 plates, and I think I'll get a bunch of these. I got to do some math to figure out how much I'm going to need to cover the surface, and I want to give it some terrain too, so maybe a little bit extra on top of that, but it should be pretty simple to find those, hopefully at the Lego store, versus these, which I'm really hoping I don't have to use, because I don't particularly love this color for grass. I think it's a little bit too bright and lively. It's a little more cartoony, if you will, so we're not really going for cartoony in this mock, although hopefully Jar Jar will die in this mock. I'll try to get him fit in there with the death scene of Jar Jar. He should have died in the Battle of Naboo, let's be honest. So we're going to give him the ending he should have had. But let's flip the camera around and see what we got going on. So that is my table space. As you can tell, it's actually pretty filled up. I guess I could put these back where they belong. That's from the intro that I did for this. But we got some 2x4 bricks, and they also belong back down here. And I don't really have a lot of green parts. That's why I have to go to the Lego store. I don't really need this up here either. I gotta pull some base plates in to cover this up, and then we can get started. Like I'm not gonna use green base plates. I think that would look terrible, but I'm gonna use gray base plates. I gotta get Cloud City out here. I do have some of my Naboo ships. I actually do not have an MTT, so that's something I have to order and figure out exactly which MTT I want. I think I'm gonna use these AATs. I think these are the better ones for the size of my mock. And I also I have this one, but again, I don't think I'm going to use it. I just think the newer one actually does look a lot cleaner than the older one. It takes up a little bit less space, and on a mock this size, you definitely want to be a little bit conscious of how much space you have to work with as far as what you're taking up with vehicles. And then, of course, we have the Naboo flash speeder. Definitely going to go with the new one here. A lot cleaner look than the older one, which I have somewhere in a box probably. But I need to get, I need to see if I have more droids. I don't think this is all my battle droids, but that's all the battle droids. That's just the bag I found. I just went in my room and grabbed the bag of battle droids in my minifigure box. So I think that should be a solid amount of battle droids, really. But I'm pretty sure I have more somewhere. I just gotta do some looking around. We're gonna have to find a temporary home for Cloud City and my UCS X-Wing there. I literally don't have a place to put them. They've been just sitting on the table for like a week now. But they're going to have to go because we're building a mock here. So let's grab some base plates and cover this puppy up. Couldn't let this empty shelf go to waste. So we kind of have everything looking like I want it to look now. A little bit cleaner, fresh look for the mock to start going down. We'll get the base plates laid out. Pretty simple to do. And then we will hopefully start building. I don't know if I have more green parts. I know I have more green parts because I did a thing a while back, or maybe 2 years ago now. Did a mosaic with a bunch of green parts. So I should have more green parts somewhere. But as you can tell, I'm not particularly very well organized. In my opinion. Ah! Haha! Wow, there they are. Found them. I told you I had green parts. So that's actually going to help a lot. That's going to be really nice. That's going to cover some ground there on the mock. So between these and that, and then hopefully when we get to the Lego store, we're going to be looking pretty good. So I've laid out the base plates. I might add on a few of the smaller base plates here because I can cover this up with that, and I think that might be really nice. Just complete the table, why not? But I think I'm gonna do like kind of a hill design, so, or at least like a slope design. So it's gonna start flat on the surface there, and then it's just gonna kind of slowly rise up, maybe end up like 2 or 3 bricks tall by the way it's up here, or by the time it's up here. Just so there has a little bit of depth to it as it like kind of starts up on a little bit of a hill and comes down, just kind of slopes into a flat surface down here. So I think that might be interesting as far as the layout of the mock. For everything else, it's just going to be once I have the grass, I guess, down. I'll have to figure that out. But it'll be Gungans and droids. There's not going to be any clones or anything in this Naboo mock. It's going to be pretty straightforward out of episode 1. But maybe we'll have some Naboo starfighter or something flying over. I think that could be cool as well with some vulture droids, but we'll have to wait and see about that one. I don't know if I'm going to do that yet, but I did order some ships. They should be here soon for the next episode, I should say. And then by episode 3, I'm hoping to have an MTT here. I haven't ordered one yet, but I need to find a good deal on one and order one. I want to get 7662 from 2007, but I also might get 75058 from 2015. I think it's that number, 75058. Sounds right to me. But yeah, one of the 2 MTTs. Definitely not getting the original MTT. It looks like trash compared to what we have today, and it wouldn't fit in with the style of the mock because we have all the newer ships. We're not using the older ones, so we're definitely gonna have to get the newer MTT as well. But that's what we have so far. I'm gonna go ahead and start building, and I'll get back to you. Just a quick breakdown on what we have here. These are all 2x6 plates, and then we have a little bit of like smaller pieces here, 1x2s, some 1x1s in there, as well as like 1x8, some tiles as well. Then we have some separated 1x1s there as well. So we have a bunch of different green parts in that color. So we're definitely gonna go with the regular green as opposed to this cartoony like light green, I suppose. So that's what we have going on there. We're gonna go ahead and start laying them down though. So you ever build on base plates and you like use your hand to like lean onto while you're putting parts down? Well, I'm gonna call this base plate builder's hand. That's the craziest thing that always happens to me anytime I build on a base plate. I'm sure it happens to you. Like, it doesn't hurt. It goes away really quick, but it's just kind of cool to look at too. You can just like imprint stuff on your hand. It's like a temporary tattoo. It's pretty cool actually. Whoa. Don't steal my palm print now. So not a bad start here. We have about 2/3 of the base plate covered. That took quite a bit, but I did finally finish that. Looks pretty good. I'm definitely going to add a little bit more depth to this, especially as we move on down the mock. I'm going to probably start right about here and start, raise it up a plate and move on, and maybe add a little bit like lower here, higher here, and then higher all here. I don't know. I'm going to try to give some landscaping to it that kind of makes sense and looks natural and flows well, and that's going to be the hardest part about this mock, I think. As far as what I'm learning to do here, it's just the landscaping. So we're going to give that a shot upcoming here. We're going to leave this flat, and then we're going to make this a plate higher and this a plate higher, and it's going to have like a nice curve to it there. So we'll try that out if I remember. So the way I've decided to raise this up is by putting down plates on top of the base plate there. You can see I use these like 4x12 or whatever green plates that I was showing you earlier that were in here. And I've used most of them, so hopefully I can get more at the Lego store tomorrow because they're going to be great for what I'm doing here is basically just raising up on a little platform so we can get a little bit of a gradient going, and it's turning out pretty good. I like the way it's looking. I have to do a little bit more work in here, obviously, but it's starting to take somewhat of a shape. And I started using gray here, like I was using these in here, and I was like, that's going to take too long. And I was like, oh, I could use these giant pieces. I have to still put these ones down, but you get the point. It's working. I like the way it's going, and I'm going to continue with it as we I ended up pre-making some of these real quick. I just kind of threw the plates onto the plate, and it actually works really well for me because then I can just put it down and then hammer it in. Basically, I gotta find a soft, like I don't want to use a hammer with a metal bit. I want to use a hammer that's like got a rubber end there. So I gotta find one. There might be one out in the other garage, I'm sure. But until I find that, I'm just leaving those there. I'm kind of working on the thumbnail for this video, but I want to do a little bit more on the landscaping there for this episode. And then next week, I should be able to make some huge progress after the Lego store when I get a lot more parts. I'm out of the 2x6 plates. I might have to order more of those if I want more of those. Or otherwise, if I find more of these at the Lego store, I'll probably just use a bunch of those for the rest of the covering, and then I'll use. This should be a significant amount for like small little details, although I might need more. So hopefully the Lego store has more like little things for it, or like little green plates. But we'll see tomorrow. I guess that'll be in the next episode though. Very nice progress though. I'm happy with what I have so far. It's promising, I suppose. I came in here to grab some of my Gungans, and I found these. I know I have more somewhere. I have to dig around some more, but I'm sure I have more than this. I also found some more of my like regular Naboo figures, but I'm also getting like more in the mail as well. I already ordered them. They should be here Monday or Tuesday, and they'll be definitely in the next episode. So y'all will see that. I'll have a pretty large Gungan army by the end of this. I'm going to get even more than I've ordered again, so I'll be getting a bunch of Gungans. Maybe like 50 is a good number for this mock. I'm not really sure. I'm going to have to lay out what I have already once I get my shipment in that I ordered, and then see what that looks like, and then decide how many more I need. But I got a solid start here between this, what else I think I have somewhere, and then the order that is coming. I've found what I need, and now I can hammer them into place. You know what we have to do? We have to do it, right? You're coming with me. I just wanted to know what would happen. The parts for it kind of flew all over the place. You get a few on the ground here. Pick up the legs and the head. And I heard another arm fly off over there. I don't know if anything's broken, unfortunately. It would have been cool if stuff broke, but I think it all just kind of came apart really, really quickly. Nothing got crushed. Sad. All right, so I want to give you guys my wrap up for week 1 here. We've done quite a bit on week 1, I feel like, at least. I mean, I didn't get as much done as I would have liked to, but I also don't have the parts that I'm going to get on Monday from the Lego store yet, so that's going to make a big difference in the progress we make next week. Hopefully we can completely cover the thing next week. Like, I really want to have this thing mostly done by the end of week 3, because week 4 is going to be here really fast, and then right after that, I have to do my showcase video for week 5, which is October 29th, so the clock is ticking is what I'm saying. So I definitely need to make a lot of progress next week if I want to stay on schedule. Otherwise, I'm going to be fighting an uphill battle, and I definitely don't want to be doing that with mock building, which is something I'm already not too comfortable with or good at, however you want to put it, but it's just not my expertise, so I definitely don't want to be behind in it. So we're getting some minifigures in, we're getting a few sets in during this upcoming week that you guys will see in next week's episode of Moctober, and then we're also going to have to order an MTT next week, so you'll see that during next week's episode as well, because I need to get that MTT in as well. I need to pick which MTT I want. Vote on this card right now whether I should get the 2007 MTT or the 2014 MTT. Definitely not getting the 2000 MTT. Not happening. That one's ugly. Anyway, I hope you did enjoy the first episode of Moctober. That's all I have for you guys today. If you did enjoy, like the video. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. And again, if you have any opinions or any suggestions for me for my mock, I would love to hear in the comment section down below. I'm very open to some criticism for this, so I'm going to be working on this throughout the week for episode 2, and I'll see you guys back again next Monday. Peace out.